Guardy Mo's back online. So, Tommy Robinson, as you all know, he's finally been released. He is free. He is no longer a political prisoner. I think that's something worthy of celebration. I think that's something. It's a step in the right direction for us. I think that it was the right move to make to take down that documentary, and for him to finally spend some free time with his family. I think he deserves that. Being banged up in solitary confinement for 18 months. I mean, God. Hopefully he doesn't get remanded on the 5th of June. He's going up to the High Court to face a fresh set of charges against him. I mean, we all know it's a stitch up. It's nothing but a spurious set of false allegations against them, calling for physical harassment against two gentlemen. We all know it's a stitch up. I'm sure some of you have seen the live stream by Jeff Taylor. He was talking about Tommy Robinson, the situation that he was in. He was saying that maybe the authorities and the judiciary, they know what they're doing, and they're intentionally laying down charges against Tommy in a consecutive manner, rather than laying all of these criminal charges that they have on record against him collectively, just all at once. They'll be laying these charges against him consecutively, one at a time, back to back, so that essentially he'll be banged up in prison, locked behind bars indefinitely. He won't have the option to live as a free man, and he certainly won't have the option to seek political asylum in the United States. But if that ever happens, I think, as Richard Inman says, we have to call for peaceful protests. I think these demonstrations, these protests will happen inevitably. I think people will be upset. They'll be disappointed, and they'll just be angry at Keir Starmer's treatment of the British people, his complete violation of freedom of speech. Funnily enough, I was actually watching that documentary last night. I downloaded it off somewhere off the internet. Don't ask me how I got it, but the more I watched the full length of it, and the more I think about it, the more I just lament about the situation that the British people are in the United Kingdom. This whole violation of freedom of speech is completely out of hand. Keir Starmer has completely stepped over the line for banging up Tommy Robinson, a journalist, for 18 months in solitary confinement, treating him like an animal, for releasing a documentary just highlighting government collusion in this whole Syrian refugee schoolboy case with Jamal. I mean, he was a nasty schoolboy. It was highlighted in all of the confessions that these head teachers made, the school staff have made. I mean, he whacked a female student with a hockey stick in the back. I mean, talk about the level of disinformation by Piers Morgan and a lot of mainstream media outlets, calling for severe retribution for the perpetrator in that video that went viral, and calling him a vermin. I mean, he has to retract that and take that back. Tommy Robinson has highlighted all of this, and the government are sending a message that if you speak up, if you dare to expose the truth about all of this, especially involving ethnic minorities, especially when it comes to the religion of peace, then we're after you. We're coming for you. That's the message that they're sending. And the situation that Lucy Connolly is in, I think that this is, again, a complete violation of freedom of speech. And I'm happy that the United States, Donald Trump, he sent in, I think there's an individual called Mike Rubio, he sent in a specific department, belongs to the State Department, to look in on the Lucy Connolly case. And essentially the United States is now snooping in on British affairs. I think, hopefully, I pray to God that they actually look in on the situation with Tommy Robinson, and maybe J.D. Vance and Donald Trump, they can come to terms with the fact that Tommy Robinson is being treated appallingly by the British state, and that Keir Starmer has completely just stepped over the line. He's reinforcing a tyrannical state against ordinary British working class people. This is completely unacceptable. So we have to keep Tommy in our prayers, keep Lucy Connolly in our prayers, keep all the political prisoners that are currently banged up for hurty words, mean tweets, and for expressing their views, their opinions, and letting out their emotions. This has to be called out. This has to be spoken up about, and the government has to be held accountable for. So those are my thoughts. I'm really looking forward to the United Kingdom movement in September. Tommy Robinson has made... I watched the whole announcement that he made when he was released out of prison. He mentioned twice that it will be on the 13th of September. So I'm really looking forward to that United Kingdom movement. It's going to be big. It's going to be massive. We have to come together and unite around speaking up for political prisoners, and to come out and to protest against the government, against Keir Starmer's treatment towards the British people, and for his violation, his total violation of freedom of speech. How ironic, how disgusting that the United States has to get involved with freedom of speech in this country, the birthplace of freedom of expression. How ironic is that? Anyways, those are my thoughts. Be sure to leave a comment down below and subscribe if you haven't. This is Guardian Modes clocking out. I'll see you in the next video.